So now I'm going to be talking about just simple first aid when it comes to the kitchen. First of all, when it comes to anybody getting a cut, all you will first want to do is apply pressure with a towel to whatever area that was cut and that was bleeding. Then you want to stay calm, and then you want to go to a sink, rinse off any like excess stuff. And depending on whether if it's a deep cut and it's bad enough, have somebody else or yourself go to the nearest medical facility to get stitches. But if it's not that good, you get simple first aid band-aids and wrap it up. Also, you want to make sure you wash your hands thoroughly before doing any of that as well. Then also the person helping you, if there is, have them wash their hands too. And the area where you cut yourself, have nobody else in that area. Make sure it's all wiped down thoroughly. Make sure that it's also disinfected, whether it be with bleach or any sort of like a Clorox or with any sort of cleaning material that is necessary. And also, if after a while the bleeding won't stop, that's another reason to seek medical attention then. And then also, if there's any sort of burn at all, you want to immediately stop and then make sure every sort of burner that you're around, make sure that is all turned off to prevent anybody else burning themselves or just prevent any sort of damages to the surrounding area, period. Also, like immediately you would want to go and rinse the burn under cold water for like maybe 10-15 seconds, but you don't want to put any ice on it because that will just make it even worse. And then also afterwards you will want to put some burn gel on it if it is available, and then put a band-aid or any sort of bandage on the area. And also after a while, once you start to develop blisters, it is very important that you don't pop them, because the blisters, they fill up with a certain type of like liquid, but that liquid is also vital for the area to fully be healed and your skin to become normal again. And now if the burn is like severe, don't try to do anything yourself. Go and seek the medical attention if that is necessary. And then now if it's a fall, if somebody falls, you want to you don't want to rush and then just like rush to try to move them. You would want to sit for a second and then like sit with the person, and try to check if they're still conscious, ask them where it hurts, and if you do know that they're injured, whether it be just like a broken hand, foot, whatever, a bruise, or just whatever the case, if you can tell that they are injured, don't move them. Let them stay where they are, and then call 911 for help. Now, if somebody's choking or whatever, if somebody is now they need a Heimlich or CPR, you want to call 911 before you start anything, and then have somebody else call 911, and then you stay with the person and do compressions. Whether you want to be stood up, like standing up, arms pointed and firm and stayed in place, and then you want to do 30 compressions and then 2 breaths into the person's mouth. You want to push hard and fast near the center of their chest or their sternum. You want to keep a steady pace, which I know a lot of people have the method of doing the song Staying Alive. That gives them a good sense of like a beat, how to mimic the beating heart to help get the heart to keep going and to pick up. So you want to keep doing that until either the medical professionals on the line or like the 911 responders tell you not to do so, or medical professionals show up and then they take it from there. Now, if somebody needs the Heimlich, you will want to stand right behind them, thrust inward and outward, and continue and like press onto their stomach while you are doing like the thrust. Press on their stomach, so then it'll help them to cough up whatever that they might have, and you want to keep doing that until the object is expelled from them. Now, if somebody has anaphylactic shock, anaphylactic is just simply a severe allergic reaction to any food or substance or whatever that requires immediate medical attention. You would want to take something called an EpiPen, which will give them the medicine, put it into their thigh, thrust it straight down, and press the EpiPen to administer any of the medicine, whatever, into the person. And then you call 911, and it is very important that you try to keep the person calm, so that they won't won't somehow injure themselves as well. Then also, finally, when you're trying to report a medical emergency that happens in the kitchen, you would want to communicate thoroughly about what happened, where it happened, who was the person that was injured, what's the condition that they're in, what type of help is needed if you know enough. And you want to just speak calm and slow and say, hello, this is a medical emergency at so-and-so restaurant kitchen. A worker is injured and they're not responding. We need immediate assistance. Now, simply in closing, following food safety, first aid, and emergency procedures all helps prevent injuries, and it helps save lives and put just ease in everyone's mind, because there is safety in the kitchen, because safety is also everyone's responsibility, and a successful kitchen is a safe kitchen. Thank you.